All right, next I want to move on to a question from a viewer. A viewer recently, after seeing me tell someone online that they have no clue what a FUD is because they called someone a FUD because they decided they wanted to buy a bolt-action rifle. I said, you have no clue what a FUD is. I have to do that all the time defending myself when people say, you're a FUD because of this. I'm like, me, the no compromise Second Amendment person, is a FUD? You clearly don't understand the meaning of the word. So I've gotten questions from people saying, well, what is a FUD? Because they start thinking, well, maybe I don't understand what a FUD is. Well, a lot of people think that a FUD is someone who likes old-timey weapons. They like shotguns and bolt-action rifles, or they like to hunt or something like that. And that is often true of FUDs, but it's not the definition of a FUD. Someone who doesn't like polymer guns, doesn't like ARs, only likes bolt-action rifles, only likes shotguns, only likes revolvers, can be a FUD, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily a FUD. They're only a FUD if they say, the only firearms that actually deserve protection under the Second Amendment are the ones I like, or that do the things I want to do, like hunting or skeet shooting. As long as they don't go after hunting or skeet shooting, I'm okay with any other gun laws. That's a FUD. A FUD is an elitist, basically. The term comes from Elmer Fudd, the hunter, because a lot of FUDs tend to be hunters. A lot of people are like, as long as they don't touch my hunting rifle, etc., I'm okay with gun laws and anti-gun laws. But that isn't the definition of FUD. A FUD is someone who only cares about the aspects of gun laws that benefit them. It'd be like if I said, well, I don't like fully automatic rifles, so I don't think anyone else should have them either. I don't care if they ban them because I don't like them. It's like people who said, I don't care if they ban bump stocks because I don't use them. I don't care if they ban polymer 80s because I don't want to build one. That's a FUD. Because you don't care about some aspects of the Second Amendment as long as it doesn't affect you. As long as it doesn't affect the things you like to do. I personally don't like don't like fully automatic rifles. I think they're a waste of ammo and hard to control. I don't care for them. Wouldn't spend the money for one. But I hope you can get one if you want one. I think they should be available at just regular prices. Maybe $10 extra for a different type of sear. But other than that, they should be available to anybody who wants to buy one who's of age and a free citizen. So I'm all for semi-automatic rifles and fully automatic rifles, etc., whether I want them or not. Just like I am pro bump stock. I'm pro polymer 80. I don't want a bump stock. I don't want a polymer 80. But I support your right to have one. If I said, since I don't want them, you don't get them, that's a FUD. So someone can be somebody who just carries a revolver and only likes shotguns and like, these are the only guns I like. But I will not tolerate any laws against any type of gun, whether I like it or not. That's not a FUD. Some guy you see tacked out from top to bottom, their 511 pants or whatever, 711 pants, whatever those things are called. And their, Ed Hardy t-shirt and their battle belt and their customized Glock and their AR over their shoulder and their tats up their elbows, and they love all the modern guns. And I like sport shooting and I like training and I like all this stuff. But then they say, but I don't think people should have fully automatic rifles. And I don't think felons should be allowed to buy guns. And I don't blah, blah, blah. FUD. That's a FUD. Even though he's into all the modern guns, he's a fucking FUD because all he cares about are the things he likes. If he said, I don't care if they pass a law that affects blank guns because I don't buy them. I don't buy revolvers or blah, 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 or whatever. That's a FUD. It doesn't matter what you like. It's your attitude towards restrictions and your attitude towards availability of firearms outside of your own personal preferences. That's a FUD. So if someone wants to buy a shotgun, they're not a FUD. If someone wants to buy an AR, that doesn't mean they're not a FUD. It's about attitude. That's what a FUD is. So quit using the term incorrectly because you're using a pretty severe insult against people who have done nothing to demonstrate that they're a FUD whatsoever. So here's a little bit of advice out there. Now that I've defined it for you, if you still don't know what a FUD is, well then maybe you should refrain from calling people a FUD if you don't understand it yourself.